Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to discuss Taylor Swift. In 2024, Taylor Swift definitely needs no introduction. She's a billionaire songwriter and singer who has influenced the modern era of music taste in multiple ways. But coming to the point of the video, I'm going to give my opinion on the hype of Taylor Swift. If is her music really good? And one more thing before we start, if you aren't happy with my opinion, please do not start whining all over the place because everyone has their own opinions and you should learn to respect it. But just let me know in the comments if you think I'm wrong about something. But getting started, Taylor Allison Swift is a songwriter who started off simple with a lovely country music album which was decently successful, which debuted at number 19 on the Billboard 200 and did chart later on. Wasn't anything too fancy or anything, but her sophomore album dropped and it was a massive commercial success. Got nominated for Album of the Year at Grammys, won it, and did win Best Country Album at the Grammys as well. Got nominated at the VMAs, etc. But the drama starts there when she was announced winner of Best Female Video. A drunk Kanye West stormed the stage with his infamous mic snatch, which we already know at this point. This was pretty much a turning point for her. I'm not saying that she wasn't popular before this, but this whole situation was just tons and tons of fame, which was 100% in Swift's favor. Her next work, Speak Now, was successful, but the next one, Red, was purely mainstream at this point, transitioning from country to pop rock to experimenting in pop with this album. It was just a good decision for her. Her Red, for the most part, focuses on relationships, breakups, etc. The title track and All Too Well were basically shots at her ex boyfriend and actor Jake Gyllenhaal. This album, huge, though it's personally not for me, but next was huge and I did like it. This was even bigger than the previous. 1989 is basically the pop Bible. It has massive hits like Wildest Dreams, Blank Space, many others, which are still some of the most streamed songs of all time. Reputation was her next, which is personally my least favorite, though it's like very big among fans. She just sings about people who hate her, and these songs are mostly fueled by anger. Lover, being a completely relationship based album, is pretty forgettable to me. Her next two works, Folklore and Evermore, are personally my favorites. They're folk albums combined with some rock elements, which is just amazing in my opinion. But here is where everything changes again. Her 2021 album Midnights was huge, though I think this popularity came out of nowhere. I don't know. This had 185 million streams on release day, which is just mind blowing. All this popularity was crazy. The Swifties, excuse me, started having so much more influence on the internet, which was not gonna lie, pretty annoying sometimes. Midnights is just so mid compared to many of her own works. It winning album of the year at the Grammys this year over Lana Del Rey and SZA was a huge snub in my opinion. But this is when thinking of discussing about the hate. For the most part, she gets the hate for her feminism. Her fans just rubbing it in on everyone's face on social media, calling her the music industry. I know why they do that, but it's just annoying when it's on this big of a scale. Not everyone gets it. She's definitely talented, I am not denying that, but she's definitely not the best. And the Kanye incident, if I'm being honest, it did give Swift tons of fame. I'm definitely not saying that Kanye is a good person and what he did was right, but he did make her famous. on a huge scale. She was famous before, he made him even more famous. That's what I'm trying to say, no hate. But the thing about she writes the same songs over and over again, it's pretty much false, but at sometimes it just feels, yeah, that's kind of true. But that's just what I have to say. I love her, I listen to her music all the time, and I am not the biggest fan of the typical Swifties, but some of them are reasonable. But that's just my opinion on her and her career. With that, I'm just signing off, and I will be reviewing her new album, which drops actually in less than a day from the time of releasing this video. And that's it. Thank you, everyone who is watching, and peace.